As President Donald Trump imposes new tariffs, many are looking back at his first administration's trade policies, especially the tariffs he placed on China.
Those policies led to a trade war that impacted businesses and consumers all across the country, including right here at home. 2 News reporter Adrian Oglesby is in the newsroom this morning with lessons on what experts say can be learned from that period. Adrian?
Yeah, that's right, Lauren, Caleb. We touched on it a bit in the last half hour, but the tariffs under the Trump administration led to rising costs for businesses and consumers, particularly in industries like agriculture, manufacturing, and even retail. Now, with talk of similar policies en route, experts say it's important to understand what happened that first time around. Now, from 2018 to 2020, America and China imposed billions of dollars in tariffs on each other's goods. Local businesses, especially those reliant on Chinese imports, felt that squeeze in their pockets. Farmers in Ohio also saw major losses after China retaliated by cutting back on American agricultural imports. Some manufacturers had to raise prices or even find new suppliers. Others struggled to compete as the cost of materials like steel and aluminum soared. While the Trump administration did offer aid packages to farmers and some businesses, many say that the uncertainty now is affecting their thoughts about long-term growth.
In the previous administration, when the Trump administration levied taxes on China or tariffs on China, first of all, they weren't nearly as broad. They were targeting specific goods. And the response from Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party was to actually start to subsidize the production of those goods. Now, the end result of that was actually forcing the cost of the tariff to get pushed onto the Chinese worker. And I would be very surprised if Xi Jinping were to be unwise enough to do that again, because it actually prevented the increase in cost to the American consumer. Now, I would imagine that with the recent activity from Mexico and Canada, that's not going to be the kind of route that they take. They're going to erect a retaliatory tariffs.
So far this time around, Trump's trade war has already triggered retaliation from Canada and Mexico. China, though, has remained silent. Experts say as the new trade war begins, businesses and consumers should prepare for potential price increases and disruptions in the supply chain. Live in the newsroom, Adrian Oglesby, 2 News Today.